Welcome to UWC News. This bulletin will present to you an overview of some of the activities in the second half of the school year.
In January, years 2, 3, and 4 went skating in Liège in Belgium. Some of the students had never been skating before, while some other students were almost skating like professionals.
It has become a tradition that Coach Carla takes the students every year of 2, 3, and 4 for skating. Coach Carla took years 2, 3, and 4 to skate in Liège, Belgium. Although they couldn't skate properly, they had a lot of fun skating on the ice. Not only the students, but also some teachers went on the ice.
You like skating as well, Giorgio?
I'm still a bit tired in this one because I'm still a bit losing there.
How are you doing, Dimitri?
Oh my goodness, this is so easy. Okay, come on!
Some of the beginners fell almost very often, while others actually got the hang of it.
Are you doing fine?
Some of the skaters came to the stage that they can do tricks. These boys even did speed skating. And guess who won?
In upper school, Coach Carla took the students for a skiing adventure in Snow World in Belgium. This is how our local television station promoted this trip. The following report was made by Eddie and teacher Cara.
Ja, de wintersport staat voor de deur. Iets waar ik altijd al van heb gedroomd. Maar ja, dan moet je natuurlijk wel kunnen skiën. En dat is de reden waarom ik vandaag te gast ben bij onze Belgische buren in Peer. Hier ga ik vandaag leren skiën, want hier hebben ze een fantastische indoor skibaan. Snow Valley heet het. Maar ja,
Coach Carla has another tradition. That is going to Snow Valley.
Awesome! Hey, well done, Hooray! Well done, Erin! Woohoo! Amelia, nice job!
She splits up the group in beginners and able.
Awesome! Raphael! Good job, buddy! Nicely done! That was fantastic!
Smile, Sophia!
Look at Teacher David. Oh, here comes one of the group.
Cheer him on! Good job.
What? Why is no one helping Remy up?
This year we had a very special guest for the celebration of Book Week. Nick Arnold, who is a very famous children's book writer, came to visit our school. Shira had an exclusive interview with him.
Okay. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course.
How old were you when you started writing books?
Well, I was 20 years younger than I am now. I think I say that because I found out recently that in 2016, next year, it will be 20 years of Horrible Science. So that must mean that I started writing it 20 years ago.
How did you get the idea of Horrible Science books?
Well, it was very hard for me to think of Horrible Science at first because when I was at school, nobody told me that science could have lots of horrible facts in, and also that science could be funny. And so I had to think very, very hard, and I came up with an idea of insects being funny because, well, if you have ever seen anyone with ants in their pants, that can be quite funny, but also many people are scared of insects. So I came up with the idea for ugly bugs. And then I thought that the body could be funny as well as horrible. And then I came up with the idea of blood, bones and body bits. And since then, many more Horrible Science books.
What is your favorite Horrible Science book?
What is my favourite Horrible Science book? This is a question I get asked a lot. And I always say that having a favourite Horrible Science book is a personal choice. So many readers have told me their favourite book. And as far as I'm concerned, that is all that matters. If somebody enjoys my books and maybe they have a favourite, that is good. As for me, I'm like a parent. Just as your parent wouldn't say that they like your brother or your sister better, everyone is equal. So for me, all my books are equal. And if I had a book that I did not like as much as the others, I would throw it in the bin because it would not be as good as the others and I would not want anyone to read it.
Okay. What did you base the books on crazy things you did yourself in life?
Sometimes. Sometimes I get ideas for things to write about things that have happened to me. But mostly I'm inspired by facts that I find out.
Okay. Did you write any other book than the Horrible Science books?
Yes, I wrote a series of animal books called Wild Lives a few years ago. And also I've written some smaller books for other publishers, such as How Machines Work and How Cars Work.
How did you meet Tony DeSalles, the illustrator?
When I started writing Horrible Science books, I didn't know Tony, but it so happened that Tony came to the publishers looking to find work illustrating books, and they decided that his cartoons would be great for the books that I was writing. So we got introduced and we've become good friends ever since.
Where did Tony DeSalles come from?
Tony DeSalles, like me, is from England. He now lives in the south of England and I live in the west of England, but we see each other quite a lot.
Okay. Did you work with anyone else except for Tony DeSalles?
Do you mean illustrators?
Illustrators and book writers.
Yeah, I mean I've wrote some Horrible Science books with a man called Dave Smith who did cartoons, but mostly it's Tony DeSalles who does the illustrations.
Are you an actual scientist, or if not, where did you get all the information about science?
Well, to be very honest, when I was at school, I loved my biology lessons, but I was less interested in the other sciences. And the reason for that was because I like horrible things and scary things. And so I liked English because I could write horrible stories, and history because it had horrible facts in. Now, as for the sciences, I didn't think they were horrible, so I was less interested. So I studied history and did think that I would write history books, but I got a job making science books in the publisher, and then I decided science was really interesting as well. So I'm very happy writing science books.
Okay. Are you working on another book? If so, can you tell me the name?
Well, the most recent book that I've worked on is the Horrible Science Annual, which will be published at the end of the year. And as for a next book, I'm not sure at the moment, so I can't tell you.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, that's it. You're very welcome. Thank you for asking all those questions.
This year, all classes took part in the Dutch International Schools Mathematics Competition. In this live competition, each class challenged students of the same year group from the other international schools in the Netherlands. Each challenge lasted half an hour, and then the total of correct answers was counted.
Hey, Shaquette, are you looking forward to the Mathletics Challenge?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Have you practiced a little bit?
Yeah.
Jose, have you been practicing for the Mathletics Challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think you might get a high score today?
Maybe.
Again, maybe. You will try and help to get a high score then. Yeah?
We started the day off with our youngest participants. That's year 2.
Zosha, are you enjoying it?
Yes.
Have you had a high... Oh, you're going to start again. Did you have a high score already?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing fine, Henry? Are you doing fine?
Yeah.
Okay then, go on. Say it again.
I was first.
Wow, good. Are you doing fine? Yeah? Is it exciting? Is it? And how is it going?
Very well.
Okay.
Yeah, I always want to get
Good.
It's so easy.
How are you doing?
There are 3,227 on the world. Whoa. Hi.
Do you think we can win?
Yeah, I always win. I only lost one.
Guys, how are you doing?
Good.
Do you think we may win?
Yeah, of course we're gonna win. We better do win. Yeah. Oh, second. Six. No, I'm last. Because that's all we're playing.
Camille, how's it going?
Oh, I did 51.
Okay.
I did 51.
How
I
are
got
you?
45. 51.
Almost 50.
29.
Well done.
I got 51.
You made it.
I made it. Second try, I made it. What time is it?
As you know, service learning is a part of daily activities in our school. On Annual Doet Day, most of the Dutch people do a service activity. On that day, all students of UWC Maastricht also did a service activity. In the next report, we will show you some of the activities we took part in.
Very welcome. Moerveld. You can follow.
On Annual Doet Day, year 3 went to Moerveld.
And my name? This is? Good. This is Hans. When you are going to do gymnast, what's that called? Gymnast? Do you go to the gym? To the gym. And when you want to look at animals or be in the forest or hunt with the pigs, you go to Moerveld. It's an outside classroom.
Hans and Fleur talked a lot about nature education. Year 2 went to Jerusalem Castle to do some wood cutting, and they cleaned up. Year 4 went to clean the banks of the River Maas from garbage.
Hi Vasco.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Found a lot of trash?
Yes.
Yeah? What do you think of all that trash that people leave
Bad.
behind? How are you doing at the moment?
Struggling
Struggling? Why?
because there's so much things here and they just get stuck with all the weeds and the grass and the sticks.
In that trip, at the end there were 35 bags of garbage, but still the banks of the River Maas were not very clean. Some of the secondary students went to the animal care in Maastricht.
So these are kept as people left behind then?
Some people gave them to this place, and one, for example, came here because in the house there were too many cats.
Alright.
So they moved him here.
Yeah.
He was from a home with a lot of cats, so I think he didn't get enough attention.
Look at this one, she's just the best. She's blind.
She has such great
She's what?
She's blind.
You have such a nice hair. Did you dye your hair?
No, Martina. Martina, dogs don't dye their hair.
You never know.
We just happened to get to Hoge Fronte while these secondary students were having their lunch. They have been cleaning the nature in Hoge Fronte.
There was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. And you don't really care for music, do ya?
What have you been doing this morning here at Lumiere?
And we've working with posters. We just categorize them and fold them.
You have many of them.
Yeah.
How are you doing at the moment?
Good. Fine, yeah.
Having a nice rest after the hard work?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of work have you been doing this morning?
Sorting out posters. Yeah.
Lots of. Have you been here before?
I have.
You
once.
have. And was your first time?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think coming back to do work like this?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
Or come back to see the movies that you've wrote the posters
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you.
What's your face plan?
This is very, very heavy. So watch your back. You have to take it.
How can you can't even move this? Yeah.
No?
That's true.
I thought we moved
What
it.
kind of work have you been doing today?
Well, not me, but...
Well, we've
Except
been
for this.
taking
Oh, no, if it's not...
we've been taking down tiles and we.
Oh, it's empty. Oh, it's
Oh.
Can you open
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I will just run it.
And we've been cleaning the farm, basically.
Watch it. Yes.
No,
Muck out the whole stable.
But when we arrived in the elderly, the students have already gone to school. In May, primary students and teachers took part in a hair donation drive. They donated 20 to 25 centimeters of their hair to make wigs for children suffering from leukemia or alopecia. Others supported them with cash donations to cover the cost of the wigs manufacturing and got to spray their own hair pink for the day. The UWC community is very proud of our children's bravery and compassion for others.
As long as it's more than 20.
What is going to happen with you?
So people will put money and I'll put my
I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank the hairdressers and everybody who's donating their hair or is donating money to our events. I want to give a special thanks to Anita Brewer and Cara Kilham.
With all these braids and ponytails, wigs will be made with children suffering from cancer. Then, they put their ponytails into a bag and left a note for the hair company. For most of you who don't know Teacher Cara, she also cut off her hair and now she hardly looks like the same person. Doesn't she look smarter now? These are all the Year 5 girls that cut their hair. Wow! Now, at the end of this year, we must say goodbye to the Year 6 students.
I will be going to Bangalore in India.
And I'll be going to Istanbul in Turkey.
I'll be going to MYP1 secondary.
I'm going with him in my P1 secondary.
And same with him.
And I'll be right here with you next year.
Bye!
Bye!
Enjoy your holiday.